Welcome to Miss Dragon's Menagerie.
Come on.
Welcome to Miss Dragon's Menagerie. Everyone is welcome, everyone is accepted. The only requirement is that you are loving, kind, and respectful to one another. Bad behavior will not be tolerated.
Hello, everyone. Well, I screwed up that intro. I'm still trying to figure it out. I'm such a newbie at this. How was everybody's yesterday? Mine went pretty good. Get this thing out of the way. I'm trying to record well, I've already recorded it. I'm trying to upload uh like the ones thing on why we do the ones and how it's sent out and received, and I'm trying to get it uploaded on TikTok so I can take off the little TikTok symbol, put it here on YouTube, and then show it. Hey, main girl, seventh, Sandy. Can I get a 5x5 just to see if y'all can hear me, see me, whatever? Let me get this thing out of the way. So, how can I be heard? Can I be seen? And that's slowly uploading. I don't know if I'll get to it, but look for it probably after this live. I was hoping to get it uploaded so I could play it during this live, but at the rate my slow internet's going, it ain't gonna happen. Good, 5x5. Yeah. I have a joke that I'll put up today again that will also have the wink. So good. It's just trying to get things back into the swing. I don't think we have to go back over for a while. So the drive over I-5, not I-5, I-90 was terrible. Can you say hydroplaning? I question if my tires were meant for that much rain. I need to go look. It was scary as crap when you've got someone passing you on the left lane, you're in the middle, and you got a semi in the right lane, and you've got water coming from all sides. I was not, I think my tires are more rated for mud and snow because that's what we have. Mostly snow. We don't get a lot of rain. So I'm going to have to get a fan in here. Good God. I love growing old. I think if the MRI of my skull comes out clear, we're going to try estrogen. And hopefully all this little sparkles I see are just that menopausal sparkles. It'll be really weird though. If I go and do this MRI, they find nothing, and I'm still seeing the sparkles. Am I seeing, as this vibrational frequency shifts, am I starting to see a little better through the veil that some people haven't gotten to yet? I always wonder. Because if this comes out with, sorry, I got a hair on my face and my face is sweaty now. I've also been changing water outside. If my noggin comes back, just my noggin, nothing wrong, nothing different, why do I see the sparkles? So, yeah, no kidding. I don't know if I can be nothing. I had a CT scan one time because I passed out. Well, no, first I fainted, then I knocked myself out because I had a bookcase on my way down. I fainted from blood, and they did a CT scan, and I immediately, when they said they did a CT scan, I went, did they find anything in there? And Keith goes, absolutely nothing. So, yeah, 76%. Maybe I'll get it done for this. So we'll find out. I've had one done before, and they're terrible. I had one done when I lost my ability to speak because my potassium dropped to super low. And so they thought maybe, well, let's look for let's see if I had a stroke or something. I was in my 40s. And no, but oh my God, they're loud. Hey Mary, how are you? That was a good live today. That was a really good live. Um it's just, oh, I went to look just out of curiosity for headphones that you could wear during an MRI. And I don't think they sell them commercially. They sell them as groups to like hospitals and whatnot. Because I was thinking that'd be cool if I could listen to my own music. At least the last time, throughout the loud music, they blared me some Led Zeppelin, so that wasn't too bad. But yeah, that was it. That's and then they do something to your neck to make you immobile. Oh, that just made my double chin stick out. I wonder why my mother used to sit there and do this all day long when she got older. So it was creepy. I really wasn't a fan, but I'm gonna have it done again. And then after that, I'm gonna tell doctor I need a cardiologist again. So far, I think the sun is quiet because I'm having a pretty good day today. And we're at 78%. This internet's slow as. It's trying to drag a hoe through muddy dirt. Good Lord. I got a kick out of wages yesterday. It might have been in the members. I was too busy laughing. And I don't. It took me years for this to dawn on me. He said something about waiting one cotton picking second, and I remember hearing that on Bugs Bunny. Was it Bugs Bunny or Foghorn Leghorn? One of the two, about just waiting one cotton picking minute. And I live in Washington. I didn't think anything of it till a couple years back. I was like, oh crud. Oh goody, full moon. Oh, that's right. We have flower moon. I think it is. Yeah. Yep. Up here in the Pacific Northwest, I didn't think twice about what it was. But and then someone said something, and I was just like going, oh, that, yeah, okay, that can go that direction. All right, I guess out here it'd be just one apple picking minute, but that goes pretty fast out here. If mm, cherries should be coming on pretty soon up here, and then we don't have a lot of soft fruits up here. We have some cherries. There's a couple peach orchards and some pear. It's mostly apple. Everything's apple. And kids I won't get kids again till Tuesday. But after this, no, it's still a day. After this, I gotta go pick up the mail. I got a new sparkly pink nail polish coming in. Yay! It's the small things that make me happy. And then go pay the city my water bill. But at least it's paid, and that's what counts. I got a couple of jokes to put up later today. It's just today hasn't been too terribly exciting. I'm thinking I'll mow the lawn Sunday. It's because it's our day. I remember to water this time. So somehow I probably should have mowed yesterday. I didn't, but it's not hot. I don't really care. It's not growing that fast. So I'll probably mow Sunday or Monday. I want to go to Rainier Monday, but then I don't know how well the traveling will go. I guess yeah, I don't know. Yeah. Oh God, yeah, that thing is terrible. That's why I'm not really thrilled about having my head stuck in that. I'm not so claustrophobic as I am uh, the noise. I live very, very quietly. Like with the kids when they watched, the 8-year-old was growing up, the TV typically was set at volume 8, nothing higher, you know. Oh, I've had these sparkles for years, but yeah, I'm the only one he can't quite mow just yet. But it's self-propelled, except I forget that it's self-propelled and I just start pushing until I'm halfway around the house going, "Well, crap. I don't have to work this hard." Um, yeah, I'm gonna ask. I'm gonna see if my doctor can write me up. He will if I ask him. Uh, I've still got some Xannies that are, I think they're pushing 10 years old now. So, but I can have him just write me a couple. I'd be pretty good at that. But yeah, he was the one who told me because I was getting those with my pain pills, and he was the one. They said, I guess there was a new study out that if you mix those, you run the risk of a brain bleed. And I'm like, oh, goody. But I barely took them anyway. That's why I have extras from 10 years ago. You know, I would take, they were like 25s. I would crack them in half, take half, and then go throw freight because it was boring and I really didn't want to be there. It was boring. It was cold. I just wanted to just kind of zone out, get it done, and then go home because at that point my meat wrapping was finished. I just had to throw freight on Tuesdays and Fridays once that was done, and it was boring. It was so boring that I don't even know if I still have one. One of those little. Well, there was that brand of iHome little speakers. I had a little tiny one about this big, about yay wide, about this big, and it was Bluetooth, and I would shove it in my cleavage, and so I would set my phone back in the meat department because the deli wall was right on the other side, and I would put in like some kind of documentary of like ancient Egypt documentary or something that I can listen to while I put away hot dogs and bacon and ham slices and all the things that made your hands freezing cold. Yeah, I found some fives, hydro fives from God knows when. I used to carry them around because they're my pain pills. If I run off the house without anything, I always have them as a backup in my little center console or whatever. And I'm like, wow, you guys are probably the potency of a 2.5 now instead of a 5. And yeah, they're all beaten to crap. Yeah, it was a great show, Sandy. It was a wonderful show. I got to listen in and out. I have to get stuff done around here at the house. I've got a whole list of stuff I got to get done that I haven't done this last couple of weeks. It's like I got the floors and four doors in the area swept. I just haven't mopped it yet, and then I got to mop my kitchen, and then I got to finish putting all away the dishes that I've been washing. It's kind of like my kitchen counter because I have a tiny kitchen. This is like built in 36 when you had no room for extra appliances or anything. Um, all my dishes and my pots that I've been washing and reusing and drying and putting them in the same spot over and over again without having the time to put them away. Yeah, so my one side counter looks like my laundry basket that you live right out of. So, good thought. He can't. Well, he's dying to drive, but I'll have to keep that into consideration when they make the appointment. I would much rather have it be when there's not a lot of traffic. I mean, we don't have any stick shifts anymore, so that won't be too hard. But that's a good idea. I actually need to call my doctor's office to make sure they got the referral in for it. Because ideally, I'd like all this crap done this year since deductible's already been met. So it won't be so expensive. And so when I go back to a cardiologist and I have to run on a bleeping treadmill again. That was fun. So they could sit there, run on the treadmill, then lay down, and then ultrasound my heart and everything. The ultrasound of my head came out okay. So there's at least blood flow to there. Doesn't mean it's either going in the right direction but there's blood flow. Oh my, yeah, you had a lot of complications. That was back for your back, wasn't it? 5 hours. Yeah, the stress test. Yeah. Oh my goodness, 5 hours. I don't know if I could. My ADHD couldn't handle 5 hours. They'd have to knock me out. No, especially in that little tube for that long. I don't remember how long it took me. Well, this was probably close to 15 years now. If little girl's 8, maybe 12 years. But yeah, no, my poor body would, the pain would, just the thought of sitting for 5 hours. It's another reason I don't think I can't do a plane, because I couldn't really get up and move around. I mean, the farthest plane ride I've ever taken was 4 hours, and that was to Hawaii. But then you had a lot more room then. I flied United, and I survived. I don't think I'd ever want to fly United again. I just don't want to fly at all, the more stuff I'm hearing. I'll drive. I like driving. It's fun. Oh, God, I've got this one spot right here. It's really weird. And it's just, who knows? My luck, it's cardiac related, because it's the same side my heart's on. I don't know. What I tell myself is, no, 5 minutes. Oh, how do you do with contrast? Some people are allergic to it. It didn't seem to bother me when they did my kidneys. God knows how many years ago. Yeah, they did a contrast of my kidneys, but I don't know when. And I don't know why we did kidney stones. That's right. Yeah, those are fun. Don't ever get them. Yeah. I've got something that's right here, right there. And it just, I don't know what muscle it is or what, Ooh, man. Man. Yeah. I can't be any worse than Novocaine going in. But I always laugh at myself with the fact that this pain feels like it's about this big. And, and to make myself better, I just tell them that's just like the phantom pain for where one of my wings used to sit. So that's what I do, just to humor myself, that this is just, when you look at a picture of where angels have wings, this is about where a wing would sit. So I tried to get Night Cafe to make a one-winged angel. Yeah, it didn't. It automatically gave you 2 wings. So it'll eventually get there at that 87. But it's kind of nice to be a quiet day. It's supposed to be 68. I need to get out there and pull weeds. I need to pull weeds, then I gotta run the little tiny tiller. We got a little electric tiller, because I've got like 2 raised beds. I need to put another one together. I had those removed when I was 24. I had my gallstones removed not long after I had chicken pox at 24. That was fun. Yeah. I remember waking Keith up at graveyard because he had just fallen asleep because he worked graveyard. And I said, I got to go to the hospital. You got to take me to the hospital. So we went. And that's when I got to hear, I think I've said it before, the nurse leave the ER room with the words, "Oh shit." because after the morphine, my pulse dropped down to 60/40. So they bolused 2 IVs and shoved a catheter in, and then tipped me on my head. I felt fine. I mean, the morphine was working. I didn't notice a thing except for the catheter. I was calling all over Yakima trying to figure out where my doctor was so she could put in an order to take that damn thing out. But my little gallstones, somewhere I may have them, I may not. I don't know. I got to keep them. They gave them to me in a little vial. I had what they called gravel. So it was just the little tiny pieces that would start down in the duct and get stuck. Oh, that's a pain that you can't do anything for, really. It's deep down inside, and you know something's wrong. But I was talking to a gal, and she was talking about her different surgeries, and I said, I've pretty much run out of vestibular organs that I can live without now. I should be lighter, should be skinnier. What the heck went flying by? Because I have less inside than most people do, but no such luck. No. Mm-mm. Tonight, I gotta work on that kitchen more. God, it's the exciting life of a housewife. One of these days, I gotta take that bathroom and just take everything out of it, clean everything, and probably throw half the shit away. I've got a laundry basket in there that I gotta slow down, and there's socks that didn't match that I would just throw at the bottom of the laundry basket. Once in that laundry basket's like a catch-all. It's not even for laundry anymore. It's got little girl's potty chair. She's just got I know part of the reason yeah. It could be. I'm thinking, if anything, it's more of a rib. Yeah. And I know another part of my back pain, but I have to have a good support system wearing it to keep them from pulling me forward. But yeah, it burns. It just burns. If I sit for too long, and I don't know. Ugh. I got close to a childbirth experience, and close was enough. Um, it was doc said 4 hours of hard labor, or we can do a C-section. And I went, I'll take the C-section, please. That took a whole 14 minutes, and it was done and over. So, oh God. Wow. I knew a guy when I was working at the grocery store who he had a couple of good-sized one in his vial. He sold them on eBay for $150. I'm like, what the fuck do you? Oh, good Lord. Man, that's a lot. Yeah, there's some people who do like medical oddities. Somewhere in a box. I have no idea where. Uh, that's okay. That's okay, hon. Just relax and listen to my voice, and it'll probably put you to sleep. Um, that's the. Mom had a glass syringe and a needle for Dad's. What was it? It was something he would have to get when they were processing corn because he would give him asthma. Some old allergy medication thing that he'd have to get. I know if I ever heard it again, I'd know exactly what it was, but I forgot what it was called. And then Dad's in the hospital in Spokane. It's like when it rains, it pours. And so I don't think I'll have my dad a whole lot longer. It's like I told my stepmom, because they're both 90. Well, no, she should be turning 91 here. You guys are going to escape this dystopian nightmare we're going into. I said, yeah. I said, and so it sounds like he'll go into the urn first, and then he'll go out, and then she'll go in. And so, and it's going to be like her son's urn that they sprinkled Dennis somewhere on the coast, and just did the Big Lebowski thing. You throw out the ashes, and the wind just goes right at you. Speaking of ashes, this sounds terrible. I'm going to take this and some screening. I washed it. Some clean screening. I have a Mr. Peanut doll in my closet. If I remember, I'll get it out for tomorrow. I've had it since I was a baby. My mom had to sew, I think it was the leg or the arm back on. Yeah. But got some screening. And I'm going to filter out. It's going to sound strange. I'm going to filter out the bigger pieces of his ashes. I'm going to keep the bigger pieces. That's probably just the bones and stuff. And where'd you go? Bigger pieces. Ah, thank you. Oh, I'm loving this new thing. I wish to God you guys could see it. It won't. It shifts to purple. It's like, I don't know if you guys can. Probably can't because it's too bright. But it's a color shift to purple. So it's green and purple. Got it off of Amazon. I love it. It's kind of thick though. It's really weird, and it's a gel. But, I put it over a really pretty green that itself is thick because it's old. So I need a new bottle. Oh, I love color. And the magnetic cat eyes. Oh, I love those. The stuff I'm getting now is like pink sprinkles, glittery stuff that's sitting at the post office waiting for me today. But no, I'm going to take the bigger pieces of him, which will know it's him, instead of just a bunch of finely burnt box he was shoved in there with. And he goes into this and this. And then the finer stuff, that'll be what I sprinkle, because it'll be less obvious that I'm sprinkling something that a lot of places don't approve of you sprinkling it. So, yeah. Someone would just probably think I had dirt in my pocket that I'm sprinkling wherever. So, I just got to get the guts to do it. Oh, God. A real pain in the butt. Ugh. It's one thing I don't have to deal with. He's not a pain in my butt, luckily. He's getting up and doing things, and now I have to break out of that habit of, what do you need? What do you need? What do you need? He's like, I can do it myself. Okay, that's fine. And I go off and do my own thing. So, but did it finally upload? Now, if I can get it so I can. No. Yeah, that's one thing I'm gonna have to focus on whenever I do this, because I just knocked the container that would have had ashes in it. So that's got to be done, and then the rest will stay in the little 5-gallon bag, and then sprinkle. I'll probably designate what's campsite, what's cabin, and then just scoop out bits whenever I go on. I don't think I'm going to get a lot of hiking in. Hopefully he can walk a lot better now, move a lot better, but I don't see 500-foot elevation gains at the moment. Oh, I know you would. I know you would. Um, I gotta do this FMLA paperwork. That's next on the list of things I gotta get done. Pfft, a pain in the butt. Let me see if I can find snap. There's a thing that open tab that will take off the watermark, which is awesome. But let's see if it's done processing at TikTok. If it comes back that it won't let me, holy crap, I can. And then I'll send it to here, upload it to YouTube, and then I'll play it. It's kind of neat. I think I got a urinal somewhere. Oh, mom's still in, mama, my birth mother's still in her box. In that black box over there. I haven't opened it. I don't need to open it now because I already know what they look like. So now my brother-in-law, he died early. He ended up with cancer. He was a roofer. And so they went to go sprinkle him in his favorite fishing spot. And his mother, and my sister-in-law, and some of his nieces and nephews, and one of his nephews wanted to have some bits of Uncle Russ, which was, they gave it to him, and he had him beside him. I don't know what he was in, but they spilled in the pickup. Well, he was too busy worrying about his Uncle Russ on the pickup floor that he ran into the car in front of him. Because they were all lined up, going back from where they were, and Russ's mother. That's fitting of his mother, rest her soul. Because his nephew was like, "I've spilled Uncle Russ. I spilled Uncle Russ," and his own mother goes, "Well, he always wanted to know what the inside of a vacuum cleaner looked like," and I was like, "Oh my!" But that's his mom. That's how his mom was. So, yeah, Uncle Russ got to find out what the inside of a vacuum cleaner looked like. So, yeah, that's why I don't want to spill these. Yeah, I gotta glue the necklace, glue the lid on, and then I guess it goes in a baggie, and I'll probably glue this lid on because I don't need, I can't just see it now. The 3-year-old thinking, "Oh, goody, I got dirt to play in." I don't know if anybody's ever had. Hey, Sunrise. I don't know if anybody's had mononomic, how it pronounced gold. I can't remember how it's spelled. Both. Well, I guess you'd know that's well, pretty much you're getting just their ashes. But an interesting choice of product name for a dirt devil. Having to pick those up. Yeah. It's like, I gotta figure out where I'm gonna sprinkle. I can't keep Mama. I mean, I could, but I know the kids don't want Grandma Molly. Here, you get Grandma Molly. I don't know. I got a sprinkler somewhere. Probably in Idaho. Oh man, figured there'd be some hauntings after that. Those both got spilled. I had someone on my joke about if the ghosts, if you can flashlights and move things, you can run them up. Someone commented that I shouldn't have to be going through this. That Jesus loves me. And I'm like, see, that's what I've had Mama's ashes for working on 2 years now. Like, I mean, she helps me with the holding fabric because she weighs a good, 15, 20 pounds. Um, and uh, shit, where was I? Oh, mononomic gold, or however you pronounce that. I think it's the same stuff they make Orborus out of. Oh my, no my. That's kind of like the line I'm going, but not that way. Um, the instead of pill form, I bought it in loose form, and um, it's like makes me think I'm eating dirt or ashes, and it's got a hard crunch, and yeah, it, that's what I think of. I never finished the bottle, but it was just like, you know, that's a very that's that's a lot of ashes. Well, I mean, I guess you don't run into the problem that those back in some island somewhere that they would eat the brains of their dead, and which really caused them problems. Gave them some real bad mental. I think it gave them an illness or a sickness or for whatever it was. Yeah, yeah. I grew up in a house. My room, the lady died there, and that's what I thought of when that guy said I shouldn't be having to go through this, but I didn't even want to go into it. The fact that a priest came and blessed the house. The old lady didn't leave. She's still there to this day. So, yeah, just because they come and bless a house doesn't mean the entities, whatever it is, are going to go away. I mean, if you were up past midnight, she was like standing in the doorway to the living room, like, why are you still awake? You should be in bed. And you could hear her go from bedroom to bedroom, uh, checking in. Its ashes were pressed between Balboa Island and Newport. Oh, wow. That's cool. I think I'll have to put Mama probably in Wallace, Idaho somewhere. She spent a lot of time in Wallace. So, yeah, mine are just hanging out in the craft room. Now, the adoptive mother who raised me, by God, that woman was going into the ground. And I didn't want her ashes. Mm-mm. No way. She had a plot. They went in it. Really pretty urn. Actually, kind of looked like a Greek pillar. And it didn't need a casing. You just buried it. But yeah, of course, this is the same woman that my brother didn't give the funeral to. So, hmm that's how it was with mine. And I'll never forget my dad's face because we added on because it was a two-bedroom with a garage, and so the garage became the old '70s family room. You have two steps down. There's your family room, and well, we go in to the hallway. It's into the hallway, which was straight ahead. It's a bathroom. Either side's a bedroom, pretty much like it is here. And well, Dad took the bedroom and part of it made it a hallway down it to the extension of the house because they added on to the back, and then made us just a smaller room. And Dad would like go, well, how come the footsteps stop? How come they only go down, to the end of the old part of the house and stop? Why are they there? He goes, that hallway wasn't there when we moved in. I said, Dad, that hallway was part of her husband's bedroom. Talk about someone turning as white as a ghost. Dad just everything just drained when it dawned on him. Like, oh, yeah, Dad, that's why. Yeah, if I'm a king, I should. Well, you scroll down. I've got 2 stories that I've written out loud. If you want bedtime stories, um, as one about a cat and one's a Richard Scarry book. I put up there for my granddaughter if she can't go to sleep. My son can here. Grandma can read you a story and put on YouTube. Watch hours or watch hours. Oh my God, that reminds me. Fairy tales. That cartoon we used to watch. Were they called Twisted Fairy Tales? They had that little weird little fairy lady with her wand in a cartoon, and they would do really weird, like Sleeping Beauty things. It was from the 70s. It was cartoons from the 70s. But then, maybe not all of us are my age. But I saw that the other day, and I was like, oh my God, that's a flashback. That is a flash, because I hadn't seen those in years. I forgot they existed. Okay, resume. A stupid thing. I have to watch an ad so I can get my reward of my video and hi. Uh, there we go. Download it. Definition. There you go. Yes, fractured fairy tales. That's what they were. Oh God, those were funny. I wouldn't doubt it. Evidently, my old butcher. For a while there, he'd still be at the meat counter. See, I said 2 of the butchers that came afterwards, so that you could see him out of the corner of their eye, a guy standing there in white. Well, our plastic aprons were white, and then he would wear like a white T-shirt and another one. So, yeah. God, fractured fairy tales were funny. Oh, my back is itching. I got dry skin. I haven't. Oh, that video I put up that yesterday was where we stayed at, and I detached the audio from the original one for the stream running, and then copied it so that each picture of the stream you still had the sound of the stream running, and that's what I did. God, fractured fairy tales were fun. Oh. I like reading aloud. I also like being read to aloud. Like Keith would sit there and like he was reading. Oh, was it McManus? Patrick McManus books, and they're kind of funny. He'd read them out loud, and I'd go sleep, just out like a light. Yes, those. Yes, that Twisted Fairy Tales. Kick myself for not. My brother had a Russian girlfriend from Russia for a little while. Really pretty. Her name was Olisa. Very gorgeous blonde. The kids always wanted to, and I should have let them ask her to say moose and squirrel. But I get scents once in a while. I've seen them, felt them. Like I said one time, I've said it here. My butcher, a couple days after he'd passed, and I was down in the kitchen bitching about my back pain, and my little Aleve bottle raised about this far up off my kitchen counter, went up and slammed down, and I'm like, all right, all right, all right, I get the hint, I'll take it, you know. Oh, hold on, pause, guys, I gotta answer this. Hello. Hi. Hi. So I'm trying to order the 2 studies he wants done of your brain.
and you have to go online to this website for Primera, and it's telling me that you were turned on March 20th. It's not allowing me to do this for you. So did you get new insurance?
Oh, that's. Oh, no, they went through this issue with whatever we're called, that medical, whatever it is.
I know that's from Multicare, but it should have nothing to do with Primera itself. It's literally saying you're not in there, you don't have their insurance, that you were turned on 320. So what it's saying is you don't have any insurance after 320 with them.
How in the hell have my meds been paid?
I do not know.
Okay.
You can call them and find out what's going on because I can't request these without a prior auth.
Oh, yeah.
That's done.
Yeah, I understand. Yeah.
Yeah, it said it turned on 320.
Okay. All right, I'll have my husband talk to his work.
Just call me back and let me know if I'm not here because we're closed tomorrow until next Tuesday.
Uh-huh.
Just leave me a voicemail because when I come back, then I can take care of this.
Okay. All right. Thank you. All right.
You're welcome.
All right. Thank you. All right. Bye-bye. I'll be right back. Hold on. I got to put this on mute. All right, I'm back. I hate insurance companies. I really, genuinely do. So it says I have no, it says my insurance is terminated in March, but my meds have been paid. And now I know there was they were uh, what's the term I'm looking for? Basically adjusting it so one insurance company doesn't have to pay as much with the local hospital stuff, and it won't benefit us any. It'll just cost us more money. But yeah, so books with pictures. I got a few of those. I got the Book of the Dead back there. But yeah, so I talked to, and then I got to get on the. Hopefully, it's still saved all my shit here. I just talked to the damn insurance. Oh, because I talked to the people not long before about coverage. Oh, I'm gonna have a headache because I called. Let's see, in April to see if this one doctor we wanted to go to was within our coverage area, and so that was approved. April, but they said I was terminated in March. Oh, cool. Yeah, yeah, that's what they're supposed to change. Yeah. God, insurance is never there to help us. They just want to screw us over as much as they can. It's like, why should I even have it? The amount of money I pay a month for insurance, and the amount of times I go to the doctor, it doesn't balance out. They just, make as much money as they can off of it. And this is why I do. Everybody's like, "Oh, we need universal insurance." Well, the fuck we do. I mean, look at our vets. How much of our vets are, waiting and waiting and waiting and die waiting. Seventh, do the picture books you like come with little bunny ears and a little side profile of a rabbit? I'm an ass. That's all I could think of was picture books. The kind of picture books guys like to look at. But do they even come out in print anymore? I don't know. I got a whole bunch of them in a box. Old ones. In a box in the garage. Yeah, there's for a while there the subscription came with the videotape. So there's a few of those in the box too in the garage. Yeah. Back when women weren't all plastic. Me too. You should have seen it when the boys were younger. We'd first gotten DirecTV, and of course they were barely teenagers, and they was like, well, can we get the Playboy channel, because it was one of the things you could subscribe to, and they're like, I want to watch it for the documentaries. I'm like, yeah, nice try, nice try. No, you're too young. No. Oh, cool. Where is my wand? I think my wand's downstairs or in a drawer down there. Yeah. That's nice. My grandpa went to the VA a few times to dry out. But everybody's it's great if the government pays for it. They just got to remember, it's us. We're the ones paying for it. I don't mind paying for our own people. Got no problem with that. It's when we're funding everybody else's people, and people over here are dying. So, let me see if I can get. Did that? Nope, still didn't. It's taking a while to download because I shut it off. But yeah, definitely got to find out what the deal is, because then if they try to say it is the same one. Yeah. Oh. And then there's Mr. Blessed to Crochet. Is that what it goes by? I saw it the other day. I can't remember. So, yeah, I was younger. I was taught years back that for your wand, you go from the end of your middle finger lengthwise to the crook of your arm, and that's your length of your wand. So, dang it. So he wants 2 tests done. Goody. More bureaucracy caca to deal with. My poor brain is just gonna no. I thought today was gonna be relatively easy, quiet, and boring. Yeah, okay, yeah. That is Mr. I couldn't remember. I knew it was your husband, but I couldn't remember if it was Bluster Crochet 2 or Mr. Bluster Crochet. I couldn't remember how it was done. Yeah, I think Paola fell asleep early, which is good. She needs to get some sleep. Yeah. Oh, now my poor brain is off on what the hell is going on with insurance because of mine's. Yeah. At least to know she's on it. She's trying to get it pre-authorized. So, but still. Why can't life be easy? At least it's, well, I do the computer end and he does the talk to his people at work end. So I gotta get it. Find the numbers, call what's on. Yeah, when I get off here, I'm gonna call the insurance and ask them instead of getting on the fucking website. I'm just gonna call and be like, dude, why am I? Yeah, I know. I mean, we're gonna have to start paying our own insurance for the next month and a half or so. I think it's $200 every 2 weeks because he's on FMLA. He's on some secondary insurance, and so since he's not at work, he's he's basically getting disability kind of stuff, temporarily, so work doesn't pay for his insurance, so he's got to put it in and pay for it. We found so yeah, but this is way before any of this shit ever happened. So, and I know we're still insured because his last paycheck was just last week. So, yeah, I could never work for a corporate. I'd be too confused. I wouldn't know which end is up. Yeah, my sister-in-law did insurance, but it was homeowners insurance, I think, for like 20 some years, and she was dying to get out of that place. She finally did, and now works for a company that does dairy products, dairy farm products. You need a new pump, you need a new disinfectant for the teats. That's the kind of stuff she deals with, or sends out guys to go fix the machinery. It's quite a change from being insurance, but it's got some fun stories that come with it. So, okay, so I'll probably get off the phone now. I mean, you can see I'm one step ahead of myself. I'll get off this now. I'll be back tomorrow, and hopefully I'll have some news to tell you guys. And hopefully I can get this shit done before, because the doctor's office closes at 1 o'clock tomorrow and doesn't open until Tuesday. So, hopefully. But he wants 2 tests done. An MRA and an MRI. Oh. Okay. Good point. I wonder if they went off an old. So, maybe they went off an old card. I'm just going to go call them directly and ask what the deal is. So, yeah. So, hopefully tomorrow I'll have some good news. And, yeah. Yeah, she was very, very lucky. Very lucky. The only time we ever had anyone step in to help us was when our oldest was a baby and had Kawasaki's disease. We had to go to Children's Hospital in Seattle with him. And we went to go pay the bill one time, and the lady says, "There's nothing left to pay," because we made payments. And we're like, "What do you mean there's nothing left to pay?" Because he had to go have the color ultrasound, he had all that stuff done. And she's like, every now and then a charity comes in and picks people to pay things for, which was really handy because we were only like 24. So just starting out. So thanks, Brazzy. You too, hun. All right, guys. I'm going to get going so I can start calling. Yay. Let's see if I can get this right, because I screwed up the beginning. Nope, not banners. That's not it. Okay, guys. I love you all, and I should be back tomorrow, hopefully with good news. And then look for a video here in a bit on the ones. My little explanation of the ones. And I'm going to send it off to Spanx. Kept wanting to use his real name. I'm like, no, Spanx. And you know, I'll probably send one copy to Mark too, so he can watch it and maybe use it if he needs to, which is fine. All right, guys, let's see if we can get this done right. All right, until tomorrow. Okay, here we go. Outro, not intro.
Thank you for being part of Miss Dragon's menagerie. I hope you enjoyed your stay. Don't forget to like, share, and subscribe. All my love, Miss Dragon.